everyone, and welcome back to Twitter Writing. 안녕하세요, 여러분. 트위터 라이팅의 권리나입니다. So most recently, I've been contemplating over time. Although I think time is, for the most part, man-made, and essentially it doesn't really exist, and it's just created for our sanity, I feel like it's taking over my life. I feel like I'm always running away from something. I'm always being chased away by time. Essentially, I feel like I don't have enough time to really, enjoy my life. And, I was kind of seeking for advice from here and there, and I ran into one very wise producer who told me, Lena, take a look at your schedule. You need to put in time to unwind. And I realized, light bulb goes off, I don't have time boxed out for me to sleep, rest, read, kind of just enjoy life and sit back. So from time to time, when things get really tough, we all need good advice, right? And we go seeking for them in hopefully the right places. So today, I think we should talk about the essentials, the ins and outs of advice seeking and, of course, advice giving. Unit 12는 충고하기에 대해서 먼저 배워볼게요. But of course, before we dive into today's lesson, we have a couple more Konglish words to go over. With no further ado, the first word is manicure. Manicure. It's spring and it's really just fun to get, your nails painted red or even yellow or maybe the rainbow color. Doesn't matter. But anyway, a manicure is called a nail polish in the States. The color that we put on, the coating itself, is referred to as nail polish. And the manicure itself refers to the entire process of getting your nails done. Getting it cut, getting it filed, and putting it on the color. That entire procedure is called manicure. Kind of like, let's go get a manicure done, let's go get a pedicure. But the colors that goes on your nails are referred to as nail polish. Okay, and let's take a look at the next word. Back number, or back number as we call it in Korea. This is what goes on the back of many sports jerseys. So you know exactly what we're talking about here. back number라고 그러죠. 우리 운동선수들 이렇게 jersey 뒤에 보면 이렇게 숫자가 적혀 있잖아요. Back number is unfortunately entirely Konglish. The word itself really doesn't exactly exist in this form in the States. Instead, we call it uniform number. It's on a uniform, and it's a number, so it makes sense, right? We call it a uniform number. Not back number, but uniform number. Manicure가 아니라 nail polish. Okay, let's take a look at the third word for the day. And it is mart. Mart. 어제 저는 엄마랑 아주 맛있는 음식을 많이 사러 마트에 갔다 왔어요. 한국말로는 마트라고 많이 하죠? But in English, we call this a market. A market. Whether it's a flea market outside or a supermarket, that's a chain, we call it a market. And mart, not so much. We don't really utilize it in the daily conversation. Of course, let's take a look at the last word for the day. I'm really terrible at this sport. Pokeball? I am really bad, very uncoordinated. Maybe it's because I'm not really good at geometry. I don't know. But Pokeball, we don't call it Pokeball in the States, but instead we call it pool. Pool. I know, you guys are thinking pool is 수영장인데, but it's also the game of Pokeball. We refer to it as pool. Hey, let's go shoot some pool. Okay, so that wraps up our Konglish section, and we are officially ready to move on to Twitter dialogue writing. Let's go. So here we are at Twitter dialogue writing. But before we start to talk about the dialogue itself, there's one thing I want to clarify about the Konglish words I went over just recently. The word pool, right? It can refer to 수영장 or the game of pool, right? 포켓볼 보고 풀이라고 할 수도 있다고 말씀드렸죠. But the way you would kind of clarify or understand which pool the opponent is talking about, you could either figure it out by hearing, let's go shoot some pool. That means 포켓볼 치러 가자. Let's go shoot some pool. 이렇게 빵, shoot some pool. Or let's go to the pool, which means 수영장에 갑시다. 수영장에 갑시다. So, let's go shoot some pool as opposed to let's go to the pool. Get it? All right. Really easy peasy, lemon squeezy if you get the hang of it. All right, and we're ready to move on to Twitter dialogue writing. And today's topic is, of course, about stress. What do you do when you feel stressed out? Some people read, some people sing, some people shop, some people vent to their family and friends. What do you do? Let's take a closer look through this dialogue.
일이 잘 풀리지 않아 스트레스가 너무 심해요. 매일 퇴근길에 직장 동료들과 과음을 하게 됩니다.
일이 잘 풀리지 않는다고 무작정 술을 마시는 것은 좋지 않아요. 술은 때론 약이 될 수도 있지만 독약도 될 수 있습니다.
안 그래도 지금 손 들고 반성 중입니다. 술값도 많이 나오고 어젠 필름이 끊겼습니다. 스트레스를 한 방에 날릴 수 있는 방법 없을까요?
걷기, 수영, 등산 같은 유산소 운동을 30분 해보세요. 사람들이 느끼는 행복감을 8시간 이상 지속시켜준대요. 스트레스에 대한 저항력도